What's up, guys? So I wanted to show you what I got done on the van. Today was my first day off since the last time I made a video, and it's about 6 o'clock now, and I think I started work around 8:30. So I've been out here pretty much all day doing this stuff. So first thing I accomplished, I did plugs and wires in the van. That's why that's out of the front. I had to take the doghouse off. And I've still got that out because I wanted to wire in some 6x9s. I've got a box, 2 boxes there that I want to put behind the seats for 6x9s. That way I got more than just the door speakers. So I've left that off. Anyway, after plugs and wires, I went ahead and started work on this wall. So as you can see right here, I've redone this entire wall. I did have just one panel there for the electrical, and now I've got an entire wall here. So let me hop up in here and we'll take a look. Alright, so I've kind of cleaned things up a little bit. I've moved things around. I like it a lot better this way. So that's where that's at. And the main reason I rebuilt the wall is so I could run this TV mount. So you can see I've got the TV mounted right in there to the piece of wood, and that was like 1/4-inch plywood, and this TV's like not very heavy. This is a computer monitor actually, but it's got built-in speakers, and it's got 2 HDMI, it's got VGA, and it's really thin. And this is one of my monitors I don't use anymore, but it had mounts on it, so that's the reason I wanted to use it. It had mounts and it had speakers, so it's basically a TV, but it's a lot thinner than some of the 19-inch smaller TVs that I have laying around extra. So that's the one that went in here. And this mount I got here, it's definitely hard to do it with one hand, but it will tilt up and down, left and right, and it'll come all the way out and then go flat against the wall. So when I'm traveling, let me kind of work the camera away here. I've just got like a random YouTube video playing. When I'm traveling, it'll be against the wall like that. And then when I'm watching it, I can bring it out here and watch it while I'm laying in bed or something at night. And then also, you can actually aim it out the back, so you can like pull it and like it like goes out the door. It's so cool. And you could be like standing behind the van working on your motorcycle or whatever you're doing, and have a TV to watch. So that's pretty cool. A couple other things I got. So as you see, I've got a fan up here in the roof, and that's the Fantastic fan. So let me hop out of the van up on top, and you can see I've got the fan mounted. Now that was some anxiety cutting a hole in your roof and everything, but it's done. I haven't even took the plastic wrap off the top, and I've sealed it all with waterproof silicone that's white. And I think it said it was waterproof in like 30 minutes, which I wasn't too worried, but it's easy to work with. It's kind of getting some crap in it from the roof, but that's all right. It's been super windy here in Missouri. Like, we had a storm come through last night, and it's been like 50-mile-per-hour gusts all day. It's just been crazy. But anyway, it's all done, mounted, and waterproof. And then if you look over here, that is an SAE plug that is for my solar panel. So now when I get my panels mounted, as you can see, I've got the rack off, and now I've just got these 4 studs left that I'm planning on connecting these two, connecting the front two, and then ahead of this vent, I'm gonna run one through there. That way I've got just one spot up there, nothing's going over the vent, and it's clear. And then I'll have the front to mount the solar panels, and maybe a little luggage rack. I don't know if I'll have room or not. So beyond that, you might notice that this cabinet is done, and I've got that all finished. I'm trying to find some corner molding, and all I can find is wood, and I really didn't want to use the wood. I wanted like a vinyl that I could put on there just so it doesn't like stick out anymore or anything. But I may have to go with wood, because that'll kind of conceal some of the edges and everything where I'm not like a great carpenter. So that's that. And I've got a little compartment down here. I've currently got just my battery charger, that way it's accessible and I can see it. And then over here, of course, is the jug. And then on this side, you can see I've kind of enclosed the batteries, and I've got a door here for the battery compartment. And there's 2 batteries in there, inaccessible, but if I want to take them out, I just take these 4 screws out, or actually 5, there's one there, and then this whole shelf will come out, and I can get in there to get the batteries out if I need to at any point. I don't think I showed this in my last video, I can't remember, but I've got shore power now. I've drilled a hole in the side of the van and it's all sealed and everything. I used clear silicone for that since it wasn't on the roof. I really didn't want it looking all, you know, having white silicone around that, so I used clear for this. I may have showed this in my last video, but that basically allows me to run power in here. Then I can leave my battery charger plugged up to the power coming in the van basically, and then I can just run an extension cord out of the garage or wherever I'm at, and it'll start charging my batteries off power. So that's pretty cool. So what I plan on doing now, so this is wide open. It doesn't really help, like if you're driving, stuff could fall out. But what I planned on doing is getting a bungee net to go across the entire thing and connect it all the way on the edges and just leave the top open. That way you just pull the top down, grab what you need to get, and then let it go and it'll flop back up and hold your stuff. Kind of dark under there at the moment, but I have my let's see if I can turn the light on this. I don't know if I can, probably not. Anyways, I've got the fuse box mounted under there. Nothing's plugged into it yet. I haven't ran battery cables yet, so that's kind of waiting. I've kind of ran out of time today. I've got less than 2 weeks now to finish everything and get it ready, but I got a pretty good jump on things today. And then I also got this stuff wired up, a little voltage meter. I've got 2 more USBs if I need them, and then I've got a 12 volt adapter there, so I can just plug some stuff in if I need it. I don't really need it, but it's there if I do now, and it's kind of hard mounted, so that's kind of nice. I plan on my switches I ordered, like they've been lost in the mail, so they gave me a refund, but they're still coming, so I guess I get them for free. They've just been like shipped multiple places, like bouncing all over, just never to my door. I plan on putting a couple switches here. I really want to put all this on a switch, but I may put each individual thing on a switch. That way I can just click a switch when I want to see the voltage and click it off. So that'll be nice. Other than that, I've got another net up there mounted that currently has some curtains in it, the magnetic curtains. So that's all mounted up and looking good. And then I've also got one back here on the door, just a single one. I don't know if I'll get some more of these. I mean, I've got room. I could put one more there and put 2 more here, or one big one or something. But yeah. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with the fan today. It was pretty weird just sawing a hole in your roof. I basically drilled 4 corners. I measured it all out, a 14 by 14 square. Drilled holes in 4 corners and used the metal saw blade to go down it, and I used the painter's tape and everything, that way I was going straight, and it fit perfect. So worked really well. And then right up there is where the solar panel wire comes in, and then it goes down and comes out right in that spot, and that's an SAE connector. So yeah, the solar panel comes in there, and I've got about a 6 or 12 inch lead that I connect from that into the control panel up there for the solar. And then it's basically plug and play. It's pretty cool. I guess I can get up here and show you what the actual connector looks like on the roof. So here's the SAE connector up here, and then it's all waterproof. You just flip this up and you plug it in, and then when you're done, press it in and put it all away. My hands are terribly dirty today. I need to get washed up, and you can see how dirty the roof is. I've just washed where I needed to do stuff, and I plan on getting up here when I build the rack, and I'll just scrub this roof down. But yeah, I've got these nice studs sticking out still, and they're going to be perfect for welding a rack to, and they're already all waterproof and everything. So that is about it for today. I think I've basically got everything installed. I still need to do a few things to the van. I've been having a problem with the mass airflow. It threw a code, so I cleaned it all out, and it seems like the codes went away now. But I've ordered one, so I may have to send it back. It was about 50 bucks for it. It was kind of like the median one. There was some cheaper ones, some more expensive, as like the OEM was like 100. I paid about 60 for mine through and it's like a Walker mass airflow sensor. So anyway, I've got that. ready if I need it. And there was something else I was gonna do, I can't remember. I'm waiting on the speakers for those. I got the speaker boxes in the wire. The speakers will be here Wednesday. Oh, and the last major project for this van before I go, besides changing the oil in the van, I've got to change the oil on the bike and actually change that rear tire before I go too. I'm going to go ahead and put a swivel seat in. I found one for, I think it was $89. I found one. So I'm going to take this whole wall out right here. I'm going to leave that one because that one's kind of thinner and it's kind of nice. This one's a little bit thicker, but I'm going to take this whole wall out. That way when I put the swivel seat in, that whole seat right there will swivel around. I'll have a place to sit and put on my boots or whatever when I get up in the morning. Then if I don't want to get out of the van that early, you know, if it's chilly, it's going to be November, I can just swivel that seat around and put my boots on just like a little recliner. And yeah, it'll be pretty awesome in here. I also got a deal on this Reflectix stuff. It's usually like 15 bucks and they gave it to me for 10, just like I was the last customer of the day at Lowe's or something, and they're like, here, 10 bucks. I'm like, all right, I was gonna buy it anyway, but I'm thinking about using it on this wall and then possibly get another piece of that 1/4-inch plywood and just putting a whole sheet there and just smoothing it over, you know, it'll look kind of nice. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I go ahead and it's not like a bunch insulation because I don't really plan on camping like full wintertime snow on the ground, so I'm not going to insulate this. I would rather have it, you know, a little bit cooler for the summertime. You know, not like a, you know, when if you have the doors closed and you're sleeping at night, it's not going to be super hot. We got to open the doors and everything. So, but I think this Reflectix, you know, it's not really an insulation, I don't think, but it's kind of like an insulation, but it's more or less like a barrier for like the heat, so it'll like reflect the heat off the van and everything. So I think that would be really good for the summertime, you know, so when whatever heat's hitting the van, side of the van, it'll kind of reflect it back out and not really let it come in. But I don't think it's going to really keep a lot of heat in the wintertime, which I'm not looking for that anyway. So yeah, let me know what you think of the van so far. I think it's coming along pretty good. I've made a mess of the shop again. I just completely cleaned it up today, but of course every time I get a project going, I absolutely destroy this place. I've got the bed thrown over there. I took the bed out so I could get in there and not get metal shavings all over it or wood dust. So I think I'm going to quit for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll probably I get off a little bit early, but I might come out and clean out the van, like vacuum it out, because there's like metal shavings and stuff in there, so I'll probably do that. Anyways guys, I'm gonna clean up for the night and go in. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.